Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kurt Bergland's Baseball World. And today it's Here's the Pitch Baseball with two of my favorite teams of all time. The 1950 Philadelphia Phillies, the Whiz Kids, are in Shea Stadium today taking on the 1973 New York Mets. So we have a collision of a couple of National League pennant winners in this one, with two of the greatest pitchers of all time locking horns. It's Robin Roberts going for the Phillies against Tom Seaver for the Mets. This is going to be fun. Don't forget that I have the latest and greatest Here's the Pitch catalog. If you'd like that, send me an email at Bergland.kurt@yahoo.com. These two teams are part of World Series sets that Dominic creates for Here's the Pitch. And there's a whole list of World Series that are available for you to pick up for Here's the Pitch, and so much fun. Also, don't forget that in the description for this video is the link to channel membership. And with channel membership on my channel, you get access to exclusive members-only videos, discounts on the secondary store, $10 off per set, $2 off per team, and you also get a free gift from me every month in the form of cards that I create for different cards and dice sims. Can't beat it. Great value. So check that out. The link is in the description for this video. And with no further ado, let's get into this one. It's going to be good. It's Robin Roberts against Tom Seaver at Shea. Here's the Pitch Baseball. Let's look at the starting lineups for today's game. All right, when you order World Series sets for Here's the Pitch, you get cover cards that look like this one, give you all the info about that team's season. You also get a roster card. I love these. They have the position players in the left column, the pitchers in the right column, make substitutions a snap, and then you get your cards for the set. So let's look at the lineup for the Whiz Kids today. Eddie Waitkus leads off at first base. Richie Ashburn bats second in center field. Dick Sisler bats third and left. Del Ennis bats fourth. He'll play right field. Willie Jones bats fifth. He's at third base. Granny Hamner bats sixth. He'll play short. Andy Semenuk bats seventh. He is the catcher. And Mike Goliat bats eighth. He'll play second base. On the mound, it's Robin Roberts. Got a roll for his hitting card in today's game. That's a 7, which will be card number 2. Roberts was actually a good hitting pitcher, as was Tom Seaver, for that matter. And here's Robin Roberts' 1950 pitching card. He was 20-11 with a 3.02 earned run average for the National League pennant-winning Phillies. All right, for the 73 Mets, order them, and you get the cover card like this. You also get the roster card like this one. I didn't mention with the Phillies, but I'll mention it here, that the asterisks next to the pitcher name tell you that they have individual hitting cards as part of the set as well. All right, the lineup. For the Mets, Wayne Garrett will lead off at third base. Felix Millan will bat second at second base. Rusty Staub will bat third and right field. Cleon Jones bats fourth. He'll play left. John Milner bats fifth. He's at first base. Jerry Grody bats sixth. He's the catcher. Don Hahn bats seventh. He's in center. And Bud Harrelson bats eighth. He'll play short. On the mound, it's Tom Seaver. This is his hitting card, his individual hitting card. And here's his pitching card. He was 19-10 for the 73 Mets with a 2.08 earned run average. All right, so there we are. We are ready to go at Shea Stadium with these two great teams locking horns. Waitkus steps in the batter's box. When we are doing Here's the Pitch Baseball, we need red, white, and blue D6s. The red one tells us the column. The white die is the tens digit. The blue die is the ones digit. And we're ready to go. Seaver kicks and deals to Waitkus. That's a 543. And he struck him out. One down in the top of the first. Richie Ashburn comes to the plate now. Seaver winds and deals to Ashburn. And there's a bunt. He drags it toward first base. John Milner goes to get it. Seaver goes to get it. Nobody covers first, and Ashburn is safe on a bunt single. 1 on with 1 out for the Phillies, and here's Dick Sisler. Double play depth for the Mets infield. The stretch by Seaver, and the delivery is a base hit for Dick Sisler. Goes to center field. Hahn is on it quickly. Throws it in. Ashburn stops at second. There are 2 on with 1 out now for Del Ennis. Seaver the stretch. The pitch to the Phillies right fielder is a base hit. This goes to, let's see, what home team gets to choose. So this will go to center. And they are going to wave Ashburn home, I do believe. Hahn is a +2. Ashburn gets bumped from a 5 to a 7. And let's see, the throw is going to come home from Hahn to, well, toward the pitcher's mound. Let's see if Milner cuts it. The throw is cut off by Milner. Ashburn scores. It's 1-0 Phillies. Sisler goes to third. There are Phillies at the corners. It's 1-0 Whiz Kids in the top of the first. The infield is going to play back for a double play. Here's Willie Jones. Seaver the stretch. The delivery to Jones is hit in the air to left. Cleon Jones is under it. And Cleon Jones will make the catch. Sisler is going to tag, or is he? He's a 3. No, he's going to hold. Not deep enough to score him, and so Granny Hamner will come to the plate. With 2 outs and Phillies still at the corners. Seaver the stretch, and the pitch to Granny Hamner is a base hit. This guy, they say, was the clutch hitter of the Whiz Kids, and he just came through again. It's a power chart check. A 145 is going to be a base hit. Sisler will score. It's 2-0 Phillies. Ennis stops at second. Seaver having first inning trouble, and here's Andy Semenuk. Mike Goliat would be next. Seaver the stretch, and the pitch to Semenuk is a strike 3 and a bender. Seaver pounds his glove and walks off the mound in disgust. But the Phillies get 2. It could have been worse. On 4 hits, they leave 2. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets coming to bat. Robin Roberts has an early cushion in this one. It'll be Wayne Garrett, Felix Meehan, and Rusty Staub coming up in the Mets' first inning. Roberts kicks and deals. That's a 621, and that's going to be trouble. That's to right field for Garrett. -6 for Roberts on the chart is a 214 and a base hit for Garrett to start the game. Felix Meehan comes to the plate. Rusty Staub on deck. Double play depth for the Mets, for the Phillies infield. The pitch from Roberts is hit in the air to left, not deep. Sisler is there, and there's 1 away in the Mets first. Here's Rusty Staub. Roberts the stretch. The pitch to Staub is a 556, and that's to center. Richie Ashburn is there in short center, and he's got it for out number 2. Garrett retreats to first, and here's Cleon Jones. Roberts the stretch and the delivery. That's to center one more time. Richie Ashburn into left center makes the catch for out number 3. The Mets are turned away in the first. They get a hit and leave a man. We go to the second. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing. Seaver's going to try and right the ship in the second inning. He'll face Goliath, Roberts, and Waitkus. 8-9-1 in the Eddie Sawyer written lineup for the Whiz Kids. Seaver kicks and deals to Goliath, and that is hit to second. Felix Mion gloves it to his left, cuts it off from going into right field. Plants and throws to Milner for out number 1. Here's Robin Roberts using hitting card 2. And hey, struck him out. That's the third strikeout with the cheese for Tom Terrific. And Waitkus comes to the plate now. Eddie's 0 for 1. The pitch to him is a little nubber in front of home plate. Grody pounces on it and fires down to Milner, and that will retire the Phillies in the second in 1-2-3 fashion. We go to the bottom of 2, and it's the Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing. Robin Roberts will face John Milner, Jerry Grody, and Don Hahn in the Mets' second inning. Roberts winds and deals to Milner. And that's ball 4, leadoff walk to the Mets first baseman. Here's Grody. Roberts the stretch, the delivery to Jerry Grody, and that's a power chart check to center. Roberts is a -6. Grody with a 126, that'll be a base hit. Not wanting to get too adventurous, Milner stops at second. There's 2 on with nobody out for Don Hahn coming up here in the second. A lot of options for Yogi Berra right now. See what he decides to do. Roberts the stretch, the pitch to Hahn. He squares to bunt. And he gets it down. It's bunted back to Roberts. He looks at third, but then throws to Waitkus at first. And the sacrifice will move the runners up to second and third with 1 out, and here's Bud Harrelson. Chance for the Mets to tie the game if Bud can get a base hit. Roberts the stretch. Seaver is on deck. The pitch is a bunt by Harrelson, a drag bunt toward Waitkus. Nobody can make a play. Milner will score. It's 2-1 Phillies. Grody goes to third. There's Mets at the corners, and here's Seaver. Infield is going to play in at the corners. Roberts the stretch, the delivery to Seaver. Hey, struck him out. First strikeout for Roberts. He got him on a bender and made him look sick. There's 2 down, and Garrett comes to the plate. Infield at normal depth now. Roberts the stretch. The delivery to the Mets' third, Sacker. Hey, struck out Garrett. He reached back for something extra, and he got it. But the Mets get a run in the second on a couple of hits. Say it with me. Oh, those bases on balls. We go to the third, and your score is the Phillies 2 and the Mets 1. In the Phillies third, it's Ashburn, Sisler, and Ennis coming up. Seaver kicks and deals to Richie Ashburn. This could be a hit down the line, and it's a fair ball. Ashburn with his second hit of the day. He's on with a single, and here comes Dick Sisler. Seaver has now allowed 5 hits in 2+ innings. Seaver the stretch, the pitch to Sisler is a base hit to right. Ashburn stops at second. Staub almost got there for the catch. 2 on with nobody out for Ennis. Tom Seaver the stretch, the pitch to the Philly right fielder. Hit in the air to center. Don Hahn is there, and he will make the catch in short center. Ashburn holds. There's 1 away. Willie Puddinhead Jones comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Seaver the stretch, the pitch to Jones is taken for a strike. We may have a rare play. We do not. The delivery by Seaver now to Jones, and hey, struck out Jones with some high cheese 4 strikeouts now for Tom Terrific, and there's 2 away in the Philly third. Granny Hamner comes to the plate. He singled in a run in the first. Seaver, the stretch, the delivery is going to be a base hit for Hamner. Another hit for Granville, and it's a 535. That's going to be a single. Ashburn is going to be waved around third. It goes to right. It's in front of Staub. Ashburn. No, they're going to hold him. Staub's a -1. It knocks Ashburn too low. It's bases loaded now with 2 outs for Semenuk. Seaver, the stretch, the pitch to Andy is ball 4. He walked in a run. It's 3-1 Phillies. Sisler goes to third. Hamner goes to second. And Andy Semenuk trots down to first. It'll bring up Goliat with 2 outs. Seaver, the stretch, checks all the base runners, and the delivery is hit in the air. Strike 3 swinging. He got him on a bender, and that's 5 for Tom Seaver in 3 innings. But in the third, the Phillies get a run on 3 more hits. They leave 2. Bottom of the third coming. It's Philadelphia 3 and New York 1. Robin Roberts gets his 2-run lead back. It's Meehan, Staub, and Cleon Jones coming up in the Mets third. The delivery from Roberts to Meehan is hit to center, but not deep. Dying Quail. Here comes Ashburn. He's got it for out number 1. Rusty Staub is 0 for 1. Roberts kicks and deals to him. This is hit to second. Goliat gloves it. He throws to Waitkus, and there's 2 away in the Mets third. Cleon Jones is up. John Milner would be next. Roberts kicks and deals. And it's a comebacker to Robin Roberts. A line shot right at his head, and he caught it in self-defense for out number 3. Cleon Jones hit a laser right at Robin Roberts' noggin, and that, he didn't have time to think about it. He just put his glove up, and there was the ball. We go to the fourth with your score. The Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Seaver will face Roberts, Waitkus, and Ashburn in the Phillies 4th. Tom Seaver winds and deals, and this is hit to second. Felix Meehan gloves it, cuts it off from going up the middle. Plants and throws to Milner for out number 1. Eddie Waitkus is 0 for 2. Seaver kicks and deals to him, and it's hit to second. Meehan one more time throws to Milner for out number 2. Here's Ashburn. Seaver kicks and deals. Ashburn's 2 for 2, and this is hit to third. Wayne Garrett to his left on a diving play on a line out. Garrett makes the catch and retires the Phillies in the 4th. Seaver's second 1-2-3 inning in the game. We go to the bottom of 4 in your scores. The Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Robin Roberts will face John Milner, Jerry Grody, Don Hahn in the Mets 4th. Roberts kicks and deals. This is to center. Richie Ashburn's got it for out number 1. Jerry Grody broke his arm in the 73 season but came back late in the year. Roberts winds and deals to him, and this is a power chart check to center. Richie Ashburn on the run. Grody with a 431. This is going to be a base hit for the Mets catcher, his second of the game. Don Hahn comes to the plate. 1 on, 1 out for the Mets. Roberts the stretch, and the pitch to the Mets center fielder is base hit for Hahn Grody will stop at second. There's 2 on for the Mets with 1 out, and here's Harrelson. Seaver is on deck. Roberts the stretch. The pitch to Bud is a base hit for Harrelson. Grody not fast enough to score from second. The bases will be loaded with 1 out, and here's Seaver. Double play depth for the Phillies. Roberts the stretch. He struck out Seaver in the second. The delivery is a 5.66. That's hit to Goliath at second. Mike gloves it. He goes to, well, let me double check his defense. Goliath gloves it. He goes to Hamner for 1, and the relay to Wakas in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Phillies, and the Mets are done in the 4th. We go to the 5th, and it's the Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Meat of the Phillies order coming up in the top of the 5th. Dick Sisler, Del Ennis, and Willie Puddinhead Jones. Sisler's 2 for 2. Seaver kicks and deals. It is to left field. Cleon Jones by the foul line makes the catch for out number 1. Del Ennis comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Seaver winds and deals. Hey, struck out Ennis on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. 2 down in the 5th, and it's Jones. Nobody aboard. Seaver kicks and deals. And it's trouble. Power chart check. -12 for Seaver. 462 is going to be a base hit for Jones. A 2-out single brings up Granny Hamner, who's 2 for 2. Seminick would be next. Seaver the stretch. The delivery to Hamner is a fly ball to center. Can of corn for Don Hahn, and he's got it for out number 3. The Phillies get a hit in the 5th, but they strand him. We're halfway through this one, and your score, Philadelphia 3 and New York 1. Top of the order coming for the 73 Mets in the bottom of the 5th. It's Wayne Garrett, Felix Meehan, and Rusty Staub coming up against Robin Roberts. Roberts has allowed 6 hits so far. The pitch is a fly ball to center. Richie Ashburn into right center makes a nice running catch for out number 1. Garrett had a ticket for extra bases, but Ashburn made the catch. Here's Meehan, 0 for 2 today. Roberts kicks and deals. Chance for a hit by pitch? No. Just a ball. The next delivery to Meehan is a 243 and a base hit for Felix into left field. 1 on with 1 out for Staub. Roberts the stretch. The pitch to Rusty. This is hit to third. Willie Jones gloves it. He will go to Goliath for 1, and that's all they're going to get. Hard slide by Meehan, breaks up 2. Staub beats the rap at first, and here's Cleon Jones. Jones is 0 for 2. Roberts the stretch, and the pitch to Cleon is a 5.15, and that's trouble. -6 for Roberts. 244 is going to be a base hit for Cleon Jones. Staub, well, let's check Ashburn's throwing arm here. Been playing it, he's a 0. Staub is a 3. He'll stop at second. I've been playing it really conservative on the bases, but I think both teams going to open it up a little bit here. 2 on, 2 outs. It's Staub at second, Jones at first, and now Milner comes to the plate. Roberts the stretch, and the pitch to the Mets first baseman. Hey, struck him out. Roberts took him up the ladder, and that will retire the side with Robin Roberts' 3rd strikeout. The Mets get another couple of hits. They've had 8 in 5 innings, but they've only got one man across the pay station. We go to the 6th, and your score is Philadelphia 3 and New York 1. Semenuk, Goliat, and Roberts, 7, 8, 9 batters coming up in the Phillies 6th. Seaver kicks and deals to Andy Semenuk. It's hit in the air to left. Cleon Jones coming on. He's got it for out number 1. Goliat is 0 for 2. He's up there now. Seaver winds and deals to him. And that is ball 4 to Mike Goliat. Oh, excuse me, 256. No, he struck him out, and Goliat doesn't like the call. 7th strikeout for Seaver. He got him looking, and that'll bring up Robin Roberts with nobody on base. Seaver, the wind and the delivery, 542, and he strikes out Roberts. That's number 8 for Tom Terrific. He has now retired 10 of the last 11 batters he has faced. So Seaver is in a groove. Bottom of the 6th coming. It'll be Grody, Hahn, and Harrelson coming up for Yogi Berra's Mets, the 6, 7, 8 batters. Grody is 2 for 2. Roberts kicks and deals, and that is hit to left. Dick Sisler is there, and he's got it for out number 1. Don Hahn comes up. He's got a bunt and a single on his ledger today. Roberts deals to him. And a base hit for Hahn. Smacks it to center. Richie Ashburn retrieves it and throws it back in. That'll bring up Harrelson with 1 on and 1 out. Seaver is on deck. Roberts the stretch, and the delivery to Bud is to third. Willie Jones gloves it. Goes to Goliat for 1, and the relay to Waitkus is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing, around-the-horn and inning-ending 5-4-3 double play turned by the Phillies. We go to the 7th. The pitchers are now doing what needs to be done. Let's see if anybody cracks the rest of the way. We go to the 7th with your score. The Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Top of the order coming for Eddie Sawyer's crew. It'll be Waitkus, Ashburn, and Sisler in the Phillies 7th. Eddie is 0 for 3. Seaver kicks and deals. 465 is to center. That's Don Hahn country, and he's got it for out number 1. Here's Ashburn. Seaver winds and deals to the 2 for 3 center fielder. And Ashburn gets a piece of it. He hits it towards second. In short right field, Goliat will take the pop out, and there's 2 away. Dick Sisler with nobody on base. Seaver is really cutting through the Phillies lineup. The delivery is taken for a ball. We may have a rare play. We do not. The next delivery to Sisler is a 335, and that might be a strikeout. It is. Sisler takes it looking, and that's number 9 for Tom Seaver. 7 in a row retired. I got to take my socks and shoes off now. It's 13 of the last 14 batters have been retired by the Mets right-hander. It's time to stretch them out at Shea with your score. The Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Seaver, and then the top of the order with Garrett and Meehan coming up in the bottom of the 7th. Mets have some work to do, but it's doable. Jim Constanti is starting to throw in the Philly bullpen. The National League MVP in 1950. Roberts kicks and deals to Seaver, and he walked him. Good start for the Mets. Here's Wayne Garrett. Double play depth for the Philly infield. Roberts the stretch. The pitch to Garrett is a 262, and that's ball 4. He walked 2 in a row. 3 walks now for Robin Roberts on the day. There's 2 on with nobody out. See what they want Felix Meehan to do. Roberts the stretch, the pitch to Felix. He squares to bunt. And he missed the pitch. Strike 1. See if they keep it on. The next delivery from Roberts to Meehan is he squares to bunt. Bunts it out in front of home plate. Pounced on by Semenuk. Andy fires down to Goliath covering first, and the sacrifice works. Seaver goes to third. Garrett moves up to second. Tying runs in scoring position for Rusty Staub with 1 out here in the 7th. Roberts needs to bear down. The infield is back. The pitch to Staub. 6:52. Hey, struck him out and he needed it. That's strikeout number 4 for Robin Roberts. Staub couldn't handle the high cheese. Here's Cleon Jones. John Milner would be next. The stretch from Roberts, the delivery to Jones. 4:35 is to center. Richie Ashburn is on the run, and he makes a running catch in left center to retire the Mets in the 7th. Roberts walks the first 2 batters, and the Mets come up with nothing. They have failed to get the big hit in this game so far. We go to the 8th with your score. The Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Top of the 8th coming for the Phillies. Excuse me. Ennis, Jones, and Hamner, 4, 5, 6 hitters. Seaver kicks and deals. Hey, gets through past Harrelson into left field for a base hit. For Del Ennis, there's a big insurance run, or as they say in Central Illinois, insurance. Willie Jones comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Seaver needs to bear down and hold the Phillies where they're at. The stretch by Tom Terrific and the delivery to Jones is hit to Meehan at second. Felix gloves it. Goes to Harrelson for 1. The relay to Milner is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Mets. And it'll bring up Hamner with nobody on. Hamner's 2 for 3. Seaver winds and deals to him. And a base hit for Hamner. Don Hahn collects it and throws it back in. It'll bring up Semenuk at 0 for 2. Goliath would be next. The stretch by Seaver. The pitch to Andy Semenuk is hit to third. Wayne Garrett gloves it. He goes the short way to Meehan covering at second. And the Phillies are done in the 8th. Couple of hits, but no runs. We go to the bottom of the 8th with your score. Philadelphia 3 and New York 1. Robin Roberts battling this whole game. He'll face Milner, Grody, and Hahn. Doesn't have his best stuff today, but he's got a 2-run lead going to the bottom of the 8th. Jim Constanti is ready for Eddie Sawyer if needed. Milner's 0 for 2. Roberts kicks and deals. Taken for a ball. Might be a rare play. Nope. Next delivery is swung on by Milner and hit to Goliath. It's a pop-up in short right field. Goliath's going to take it. 4 out, number 1. Grody up now, 2 for 3. The Mets have 9 hits and 1 run. Roberts has also walked 3. Need that hit. The pitch from Roberts, 6:43, is to third. Willie Jones gloves it to his left, cuts it off from going into left field, plants and throws to Waitkus for out number 2. Don Hahn is 2 for 2. Harrelson would be next. Roberts kicks and deals, and it's to center. Ashburn makes the catch for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3-8 for Robin Roberts, only his second of the game. We go to the ninth, and your scores: the Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Tom Seaver strolls out for inning number 9. He will face Mike Goliat, Robin Roberts, and Eddie Waitkus. If anybody gets on, Richie Ashburn will come to the plate in the 9th inning. Seaver has allowed 9 hits so far. He's walked 1 and 3 earned runs. He's on the hook for the loss unless the Mets can rally in the bottom of the 9th. But first, it's Goliat at 0 for 3. Seaver kicks and deals. This is too short. Bud Harrelson charges, throws on the run to John Milner for out number 1. Here's Robin Roberts. The windup by Seaver and the delivery to Roberts is tapped to Milner at first. It's card 2. It's going to get knocked down by Milner, but he can't make a play. Roberts on with a single. 1 on with 1 out. Here's Waitkus. Tug McGraw is throwing in the Mets bullpen. Waitkus is 0 for 4. Ashburn on deck. The stretch by Seaver and the delivery to Waitkus. Might be a hit by pitch. No, taken for a ball. Next delivery is hit to Meehan. Felix gloves it. Goes to Harrelson for 1. The relay to Milner. In time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play. So in the 8th and 9th, Seaver doesn't get the strikeouts, but he gets the double play grounders when he needs them. We go to the bottom of the 9th with your score: the Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Good game. Harrelson, Seaver, and Garrett coming up in the Mets 9th inning. We're going to get a Harrelson coming out to bat, but it's going to be Cranepool going to bat for Seaver, and then Garrett. As Robin Roberts will try to finish this one off, although Constanti is ready in the Philly bullpen. Bud Harrelson is up there. He's 2 for 3 in this game. Roberts kicks and deals. Taken for a strike. Might be a rare play. Is not a rare play. The next delivery from Roberts is taken for a ball, 4. And Harrelson goes down to first base. He's on for the 3rd time today, and Cranepool is due. Well, Cranepool isn't announced yet, and so they're going to go to Willie Mays instead. Willie Mays is going to bat for Seaver, not Cranepool. Harrelson on first, nobody out in the 9th. Roberts facing Mays. The stretch by Robin Roberts, the pitch to Willie Mays, is hit in the air to right. Del Ennis, he's got it for out number 1. Harrelson retreats to first. Here's Garrett at 1 for 3. Roberts the stretch, the pitch to Garrett. 623 is a power chart check. That's to right field, and that is a base hit for Garrett. No need to get adventurous on the base paths. Harrelson stops at second. Garrett is aboard with a single. There's only 1 out, and timeout. Here comes Eddie Sawyer, and he's bringing the hook. Robin Roberts went 8 1/3 innings. He allowed 10 hits. He walked 4. He struck out 4, allowed 1 earned run so far. Harrelson and Garrett on base are his responsibility. Constanti is on to try and lock down the win for the Phillies. He was 16-7 with 22 saves in 1950 and a 2.66 earned run average, and he threw junk. All right, so it's Meehan at the plate now. 1 for 3. Staub is on deck. There's 1 man out. Harrelson at second, Garrett at first. Constanti the stretch, and the pitch to Felix is to center. Ashburn coming on. He's got it for out number 2. Holding at second is Harrelson. And it's all up to Rusty Staub. He is the last chance saloon in this game for the Mets. Constanti the stretch. The pitch to Staub is hit to right. It's a power chart check. Constanti is -8. 336 is gonna be a base hit for Staub. Ennis throwing arm is, I believe, a 0. It is. Harrelson around third. His run doesn't mean much. They're going to stop him there, and the bases are loaded for the Mets with 2 outs. And Cleon Jones becomes the last chance saloon. But the winning run in this game is now at first base. If Jones hits a gapper, the Mets might walk this off. Late drama here. Constanti in a jam. Harrelson at third. Garrett at second. Staub at first. They're going to run for Rusty Staub. Let's see what they got here. Ted Martinez. Oh, nope. He's not very quick either, apparently. Yeah, they're going to stick with Staub. Yep. So, let's see what Cleon can do. He's 1 for 4. Constanti the stretch. Here comes the slop delivered to Cleon. And 354 is going to be taken for a ball. Might be a rare play. Isn't a rare play. Next delivery from Constanti to Jones is a dead fish changeup and a base hit for Cleon. Scoring is Harrelson. And they're going to send Garrett home. No, they're going to stop him at third. Sisler gets the throw in good shape. It's a 3-2 game, and here's Milner. Now the winning run is at second. Garrett at third, Staub at second, Jones at first. Jim Constanti in a world of trouble, but there's 2 outs. Milner's 0 for 3. The pitch to the hammer. Hey, walked in a run. We're tied at 3, and Constanti walks home the tying run. Bottom of the 9th drama. Here's Jerry Grody. Now I could go to Crane Pool. But I'm going to let him bat. I'm going to let Grody go after him. He's 2 for 4. Constanti the stretch. The pitch to Grody is hit to third. Willie Jones under the pop-up, and he will make the catch on the infield dirt. We're going to have an extra inning ball game today. In the 9th, the Mets get 2 runs on 3 hits and tie it up. They leave 3. We go to the 10th. What a game. Your score is the Mets 3 and the Phillies 3. Changes for the Mets. Willie Mays is going to stay in the game and go play first base. John Milner comes out. The new pitcher will be Tug McGraw. He's going to bat in the number 5 spot where Milner was. Tom Seaver's done after 9 innings of work. He allows 11 base hits, 3 runs. They're all earned. He walked 1. He struck out 9 and cannot win this game. He cannot lose this game. Tug McGraw had a rough 73, kind of an up and down 73. He was 5-6 with 25 saves, but a 387 earned run average. He is in there now. He'll face Ashburn, Sisler, and Ennis, lefty, lefty, righty, in the Phillies lineup. Ashburn's 2 for 4. We're tied at 3 in the top of the 10th. Tug winds and deals. It's to second. Felix Mian with a nice catch on a line drive, ticketed for center field. 1 down in the Philly 10th. Here's Sisler. 2 for 4 for Dick. The pitch. Base hit for Sisler right back through the box. Don Hahn collects it. 1 on with 1 out for the Phillies in the 10th. Here's Del Ennis. 2 for 4 for Del today. Tug McGraw, the stretch and the delivery. Excuse me. Is hit to right field. This is Staub, and he's got it by the foul line for out number 2. Now it's Willie Jones who's got a 1 for 4 day going. McGraw, the stretch, and the delivery to Jones. Does he hit him? He does. He comes in too far inside to Willie Jones, and he plunks him. 2 are on for the Phillies now with 2 outs for Granny Hamner looking for his 4th hit of the day. McGraw, the stretch, and the pitch to the Phillies shortstop is to short. This is Bud Harrelson. He goes the short way to Meehan covering second, and the Phillies are done in the 10th. They get a hit and a hit batter, 2 base runners, but cannot get them across the pay station. We go to the bottom of the 10th, and your scores, the Phillies 3 and the Mets 3. Hahn, Harrelson, and Mays due up in the Mets' 10th inning. Any old kind of a run is going to win it for Yogi. Don Hahn is 2 for 3. The pitch from Constanti is a base hit for Don Hahn, his 3rd of the day. He hasn't done that since T-ball. And here comes Bud Harrelson. Everybody in the world knows what Bud's going to do here. Constanti, the stretch and the delivery. Bud squares to bunt. And he gets it down. It is bunted back to Constanti. Jim grabs it, lobs to Waitkus, and that will retire Harrelson 1-3. Hahn moves to second on the sacrifice. The winning run is 180 feet away, and here's Willie Mays. Willie flew out to right last inning. He's got a chance to win the game. Constanti, the stretch, and the pitch to Willie. Hey, struck him out. He made him look bad, and that's 2 down in the Mets' 10th. Wayne Garrett now, the last chance saloon so far for the Mets. 2 for 4. Constanti, the stretch, the pitch to Garrett is to second. Goliat gloves it, throws to Waitkus, and we're going 11. Nothing across for the Mets in the 10th. They did get a base hit. We go to the 11th, and your scores, the Phillies 3 and the Mets 3. Tug McGraw is going to pitch his 2nd inning of work. Semenuk, Goliat, and Constanti or a pinch hitter coming in the Phillies 11th. Semenuk is 0 for 3. Tug McGraw kicks and deals. And a base hit for Andy Semenuk. He's aboard with a leadoff single, and we're going to get a runner for him off of Eddie Sawyer's bench. And that will be, well, who's that going to be? That's going to be, yikes. Well, looks like we're not going to get a runner off Eddie Sawyer's bench because there ain't much speed there. All right, so Semenuk's going to run. Here's Goliat. The stretch by McGraw and the pitch to Goliat. He squares to bunt. And it's popped up. Grody lets it drop. He's going to fire to second to get the fielder's choice on Semenuk. And there's one away. Now it's Constanti, but they're going to hit for him. Constanti is done after an inning and 2/3. He allowed the inherited runners to score, but he could win this game. Getting a pinch hitter off the bench for Eddie Sawyer here. And it's going to be Jimmy Bloodworth, who they acquired from the Reds during the season. Backup infielder. He's going to bat here for Constanti in the 11th with Goliat at first. In the bullpen for the Whiz Kids will be Blix Donnelly. And looks like he's going to take over in the bottom of inning number 10. Oh, no, inning number 11. Here's Bloodworth. McGraw to Bloodworth, the pitch. 264 is going to be big trouble for the Mets. Bloodworth drills this one into the gap in left center, and it's going to get down. Goliat will go to third on the double. Bloodworth gets into second. 2 on, 2 outs, or 1 out for Waitkus. Infield in for the Mets. A lot of options here. Let's see what they want to do. All right, the stretch by McGraw. The delivery, and Waitkus squares to bunt. He fouls it off. Let's see if they keep it on. They tried the squeeze. Tug McGraw the stretch. The infield is in. The delivery by the Mets left-hander is a base hit for Waitkus. This is a power chart check. He's a 0. 365 is going to be to right and deep. Back goes Rusty Staub, and it's off the wall. Scoring is Goliat. Scoring is Bloodworth. Waitkus around second, heading to third. The relay from Meehan to Garrett is late, and it's 5-3 Phillies in the 11th. Infield gonna stay in. McGraw the stretch, the pitch to Ashburn. Hey, struck him out on a Scroogey that he shouldn't have thrown to the lefty, but he did it anyway. 2 down, first strikeout for McGraw. 2 are in the inning on a bases clearing triple by Waitkus. 5-3 Phillies. Waitkus still at third, 2 men out. Sisler at the plate. McGraw the stretch, and the delivery is a 643 and a base hit for Sisler. 662 is going to be a single that brings home Waitkus at 6-3. Del Ennis comes to the plate. Willie Jones would be next. McGraw the stretch, and the pitch to Ennis is ball 4. He walked him. Harry Parker is throwing in the Mets bullpen. They're trying to get out of it with Tug McGraw, but Tug is leaking oil at the moment. All right, the delivery to Granny Hamner. To Willie Jones. The stretch, the delivery, 325 is hit in the air to right. Rusty Staub is going to make the catch for out number 3, but the damage, as they say, is done. The Phillies get 3 runs on 4 hits in the 11th. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 11th, and your score is the Phillies 6 and the Mets 3. We have a new Phillies pitcher coming on. It's Blix Donnelly. Blix Donnelly was a World Series hero in 1946. I believe he threw a complete game victory for the Cardinals in 46, if I'm right. Anyway, he worked out of the Phillies bullpen in 1950. He was 2-4 with a 4.29 earned run average. He's a right-hander. And he'll face Meehan, Staub, and Jones. And if anybody gets on, a pinch hitter for Tug McGraw here in the bottom of the 11th. 6-3 Phillies. The delivery from Donnelly to Meehan is strike 3 swinging. Meehan couldn't catch up with the gas, and there's one down. Here's Staub at 1 for 5. Pitch to Rusty is a 5.35, and that is to second. Goliath is under a pop-up in short right field. He's got it for out number 2. Cleon Jones is the last chance saloon. Again, the Mets had a rally in the bottom of the 9th that tied the game. Let's see if they can put one together here. The delivery to Jones is a foul ball down that left field line. All right, next delivery. 5:53 is to left field, Sisler. And that's your ball game. Blix Donnelly with a 1-2-3 11th shuts down the Mets, and the 1950 Phillies win this one by a score of 6-3. Let's give you the totals. For the visiting and victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 6 runs on 16 base hits, and they committed no errors. The Mets, 3 runs, 13 base hits, and they also committed no errors. The winning pitcher is Jim Constanti. Blix Donnelly picked up a save. The loss goes to Tug McGraw. Player of the game, well, I guess we got to give that to Waitkus because that 2-run triple gave the Phillies the lead they would not relinquish. This is Here's the Pitch Baseball. If you'd like the Here's the Pitch catalog, let me know. Bergland.kurt at yahoo.com. My email is in the description for this video, and I'll send it right out to you. Also in the description for this video is the link to channel membership. With channel membership, you get access to exclusive members-only videos, a discount on the secondary store, $10 off per team per set, $2 off per team, and a free gift from me every month. I hope you'll consider it, and I do appreciate your support of my channel. Your final tonight from Shea Stadium in New York. It's the 1950 Phillies 6, the 1973 Mets 3 in 11 innings. Have a wonderful evening. So long, everybody.